Hello everybody, welcome to 100% Primal, where we take existing food recipes and videos and primalize them. In other words, there are some options to make these particular dishes just fantastic. What we're going to be doing today is primalizing a YouTube video that got over 2.5 million hits. And I want to just talk to you and really get into some basics here on why we think you can take these current videos and just level them up. Make them what you want them to be, but make them 100% either organic or the highest quality products that you can make. So what we're starting out with is a really high quality, grass-fed, grass-finished round steak. And what's important about that is that grain-fed grain-finished beef is really not the way to go. You want to take and buy the best beef you possibly can for your family. So do that with grass-fed, grass-finished. And what I'm doing here is really pretty much just dicing and slicing and trying to make this something that, it will be good with the dish. It'll be tender enough to do what we want with the dish. And one of my goals is to make a meal, take a current video on YouTube that has a lot of success because there's a need for that and a need for that recipe, and really make this a way that we can do it so that it's something I'd feed my grandkids or I'd feed my wife or my kids. And that's important. I mean, the food industry has a way of making things look good and taste good, but they're not. They're not good for you. So dice that meat up. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to shred some organic onions. So on the video online, they're using probably just regular onions that have all their deficiencies and pesticides. Organic onions is the way to go. So you're just going to kind of dice and slice some onions. That'll be the next thing that goes actually into the dish. And this onion bomb dish is something I do all the time. It's awesome. So next you want to kind of shred some carrots. Take one carrot, shred it, organic. One of the things that people don't understand with those slicers, the one I was using, you can go both ways on that and use it. So dice up the carrots, and that'll be going into our dish next. But once again, it's organic. So we're just leveling up this recipe. So you've got the beef, you've got the onions, and now you've got the carrots. So we're going to add some cooked rice. This is California rice. With all the studies out there, California rice is one of the best non-GMO rices out there. So add some cooked rice and some spices, some paprika, salt, and pepper. And in the recipe, you'll see the amounts that you need to use. Some good organic olive oil is really needed. Don't use your canolas or any of your refined oils. Use an olive oil. Once again, in the dish, we're just upgrading. We're primalizing. We're going to make this dish go from a normal dish to something that's healthy and good for your family. So you want to mix all that up. Make sure that it's mixed well, because when we add this to the onions, so the way you do the onions is you put them in the microwave, you peel them, cut the bottoms off, put them in the microwave for 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes, pull them out, and then separate them. And that's all you need to do. So I've got 2 large onions here, and you just separate the peels, and you do this over and over again. And they are kind of hot, but you can get through it. I tend to try to make around anywhere from 6 to 10 for this recipe, and it's usually about right on. So you'll peel these, take them apart, they'll be pretty pliable. So then what you're going to do is you're going to spoon out the mixture and the mixes of the carrots, onions, and beef, and you kind of put it inside, and then you roll the onion. And so don't worry about how it looks. Just roll it as tight as you can and place it in a tray. So we're going to start doing that. really super simple to do this. I mean, as you can see, I just put a couple scoops in there, roll it, and put it into the tray. And so you're going to want to repeat this process until you use up all your onions and use up all your filling. And believe me not, these onion bombs are delicious, and you're going to really like them. And you can do some variations on this. You can add your own spices in it. You can make it an Asian onion bomb. You can make it whatever you want it to be. So you get these in a tray. You're going to put a toothpick in them just so they don't separate. And now we're going to make the sauce for this. So it's paprika, salt, and pepper, and an organic virgin olive oil. And that's where I spend my money, is on olive oil, a lot of it. Trader Joe's, Costco, you can get some really good ones. There's a lot of fake olive oils out there. So you're going to mix up this mixture and get it so that it's pretty much, like a liquidy paste. You're going to take a barbecue brush and then brush your onions with this mixture. And like I said before, this isn't something that has to be real pretty, because it's going to cook in the oven, and it's going to absorb all the taste and melt the actual sauces, and you really don't have to worry about it too much. But if you love onions, and you love beef, and you love rice, and you love some spices, and you want just an appetizer to add to a steak dinner or a chicken dinner or just some finger food, this is an awesome recipe. This thing got over 2.5 million hits on YouTube, and all we're doing is primalizing it, kicking it up with quality products. Put it in the oven, and I believe it's 350 degrees. Put it in there for 30 minutes, and you're going to pull it out. And you can just see if the onion is tenderized or if it's baked. But as you can see, they're done, and they are absolutely delicious. So you want to plate these. You also want to take the sauce, pour it over. I'm just showing here kind of the end of the video where it's kind of tender, and you've got some beef and onion. And so if you like these particular ingredients, you're going to really enjoy this dish. And it's simple to make, and we believe it's primalized. And that's the deal on onion bombs.